Well, so this week we are. So this week apparently we're dropping the phone.
Take two.
But, yeah, take two. We were on our way to what? Flint, Michigan?
Yes.
We're on our way to Flint, Michigan to go pick up this guy's new car. Should be an interesting trip. The goal is he's leaving with a car, and I'm supposed to not leave with a car. I think the only one that's holding her breath on that not happening might be her.
And I know financial.
So do I. That's the problem. I know how to make it work. That's the problem. But yeah, so somehow out of my friends group, this dipshit is the one to buy the first right-hand drive car. I'm not saying I'm a little offended by it, but I'm a little offended by it. So, but yeah. What is it we're picking up? A Nissan...
A Nissan Sema, 1997.
Which is, for a lot of the other Toyota people, it's kind of like the Nissan version of like a Lexus ES or a Lexus LS 400 size-wise.
It's a executive sedan is what it's.
Yeah.
Up on that side.
So that's our last passenger we were waiting for, which is his roommate.
Yes.
So yeah, that should be a fun trip. All right, I'm gonna turn the camera around and video record that instead of me.
downside of having delivery vehicles?
I don't remember. At some point in my memory, there used to be a tank inside of that barn. Like an old military tank.
That don't surprise me.
Just remember getting on Route 6 one day and seeing a barrel sticking out of the barn doors.
Someone who had been preparing to go to war since Reagan was in office.
Right. Well, there's one other guy that lives down the street that way. He collects and shows off vintage military equipment.
Yeah.
You're gonna want the left lane and North 75 exit when it comes up. Or turn. It's not really an exit.
Well, not very far from here, there's also a little car museum as well.
Yeah.
I love Snooks.
And I remember by my high school, the guy who owns the property right across from the high school has a cannon he likes to shoot off every once in a while.
Fun.
Yeah. Only on the weekends, obviously, because you don't want to panic the kids in the school.
Oh, I do it during the day.
Yeah, right here.
That'd be the lunch buzzer for everyone. Alright, kids, go to lunch. Why? Because the neighbor says so.
Because the neighbor said so. Yeah, he had like an old freaking Civil War style cannon that he just launch a grape shot every once in a while whenever he felt like it.
That's the neighbor you don't fuck with.
Rule number one for living here: befriend that guy. Why? Boom! Oh, he likes to play with tannerite.
Piss him off. Tally ho, lads.
Tally ho, lads.
Let the fucking begin.
Oh my god.
Can't be my neighbor if you have no house.
Miller.
If you would not be speeding was the amount of hysterical comments you would be getting just because of conversation.
I know. But at the same
sure,
time, it'd be like a 5-hour video.
Sure, guys, this is going to be like a 5-hour long video. Why? Because of the commentary.
Because of the commentary.
The commentary for the trip makes the video. That's the only reason why. It's just literally an hour and a half of me just driving, you looking at the road, and hearing us talk. Why? Because we're a bunch of fucking idiots.
I mean, that's regular car reviews. There's about 5-minute sections in the videos where it's just him and the other guy bullshit.
Yeah, that's probably that'd be this whole video.
Just like take snippets of it and like insert them into other videos later on in today's story of the day. And it's just, you're gonna get the comments like, is that the same road trip?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. You've been doing it for the last 14 days. Yeah, there's a lot of stupid shit said in that video. And I needed to get use of it.
I legitimately got an Australian to admit that Ohio is more lethal just because of the rednecks and Australia's wildlife. His final comments with me were, "That's it, whatever, good luck surviving. I'm done."
I'm done. Fuck this.
I can't remember what story got him. I don't remember if it was the lawnmowers or...
It's hard to say. It's definitely a because Ohio.
That camel spider that will attack you in pay. For Ranger versus cow.
Ranger versus cow. That was not my greatest moment. Camel spiders.
Ranger doesn't mess with cow either.
No, the Ranger drove itself home. I have never put a new radiator in that truck. That truck has never gotten a new radiator out of all the shit it's ever hit.
That thing hit a lot of shit.
That thing hit a lot of shit. It still had the factory transcooler and the factory radiator. The only thing I had to replace was the AC condenser. That was because it ate the hitch of my other truck. because the bumper was removed off it because the bumper got fucked up by the goddamn cow. I still got.
How does someone hit a cow? Well, you see, I was driving through the field. Well, there's problem number one.
No, I was,
he was
it was
driving
right over there.
I'm aware.
I still have the police report at home. Unit A was southbound on Huffman Road when it struck a westbound cow. It has an illustration and everything. It has pictures.
I don't care how I gotta edit it to make this work. That's going in the video. There we go. Yeah, I don't care how I gotta edit it to make that work, but I'm pretty sure like that last clip of video is all going in. I don't care. They can't demonetize me. I don't make money off them yet.
I'm full of all sorts of dumb stories, though. The Ranger was just the majority of it.
I know.
By the time I got the transmission fixed, went and picked it up, about left me stranded immediately that day from Toledo to here. Transmission. Did I ever tell you how the 30-day tags came up missing off the truck the day I bought it?
I'm still stuck on the westbound cow.
I have the picture.
I'm just How did they know it was going west?
Because of me talking.
Oh, the cow come from this way. Well, clearly you had time to see it and not hit it.
No, it was split second.
Oh.
I had a ditch on my right that was big enough to swallow a bus. I just merged into the right lane, and I had a cow hogging
there
up.
was a cow.
Yeah. Like, I went from looking at my mirror, the headlights were still fucked up from the deer that I hit 2 weeks prior. Actually, Cody hit. I wasn't driving. So, like, you couldn't see shit in front of you. The last thing I expected was a fucking cow. Went around a farm truck. I merged right, looked in my mirror, looked ahead, cow. Like, I had two decisions. Go straight and obliterate it, or go to the right and die. I'm like, well,
gotta hit the westbound cow. Out of all that, I can't believe they actually had to put a description of what direction the cow was heading, because that fucking mattered.
Yeah, it did. I'm surprised. Oh, I didn't. Oh, that was in the folder for the Ranger receipts, but I took it out because I wanted to keep it for hilarity factor.
Yeah.
I don't remember what bin it's in. I just had Mom send me a picture.
I mean, the story makes me laugh every time, but it's the first time I've heard about the westbound cow.
Yeah.
Oh, god damn it.
I mean, a few years prior, the Bradder bus hit a horse. It's not. The bad thing is, when I called my insurance company about the fucking cow,
they weren't even surprised.
They weren't even surprised. I was the 15th case that month with the Ranger involved with the cow.
This is going in the video too.
I'll wait for you.
15 cases. 15 cases of Rangers eating cows.
Yes.
What is wrong with you people? Yes, it's Ohio. Yes, it's Ohio. And yes, there's a lot of Rangers and cows. But how are you two meeting? Is there like a website? Is there like a website we don't know about?
No.
RangerFuckCow.com?
No. It was okay. So it was Progressive Insurance, and it was all of their cases combined across the Midwest.
And there just happened to be 15 of you idiots that hit a cow on a Ford Ranger.
Yes.
That.
Okay, the insurance was in Mom's name, so I had to call her to file the report, to tell her that I wrecked my truck, and she called the sheriff's department because we're on the county roads. The sheriff laughs at my mom, not believing her, and sends a state trooper out. 15 cases.
15 cases.
In that month.
Versus cow. This is why I don't let Lucas be on camera. This is it. Right here, this sums it all up. It's also why we don't let him own anything nice. Because it's not first.
The Miata survived. The Miata survived.
That's it.
It made it in and out of my possession with 99% of it still intact. The 0.01% sitting on the floorboards of the fire truck.
Fucking westbound cat.
You're gonna want that. Exit only.
Okay. Oh, god damn it.
I have a lot of lists.
I always do. That's how 90% of my videos are.
Yeah.
Are just little bits and pieces put together. Which clearly shows you don't watch my videos.
I do. Whenever I'm on TikTok, once a month.
This is YouTube.
Oh, man, I'm not on YouTube hardly
I don't blame you.
for car stuff anymore. I get on YouTube to put on a 2-hour-long music playlist and piss off to drinking for that time until I pass out.
Listen to songs about a westbound cow.
Country roads take me home. Holy shit. Westbound cow. Fuck my truck. What the hell? Pull me home.
Oh god. This entire trip is gonna be useless footage. So, here is what we made the trip up to Michigan for today. This is my buddy's new Nissan SEMA V8 car, similar to the LS400. Very nice interior. Really nice car overall. I'm excited for him. Not gonna lie, they have a Honda Beat in the showroom. We've been here this long because someone was trying to buy a Honda Beat that he really shouldn't be trying to buy, but he was doing it anyway. I don't know who that'd be. Definitely wouldn't be me. Lucas was also trying to buy a Honda Beat. Not just this. No, I was totally trying to buy it. Yeah. But you gonna swing by the house when we get back? Or do I just...
What's up?
I'll just follow you to yours. I want to videotape it a little bit more, but I'll wait and do it when we're at the house.
Okay, that
So,
works.
alright. Yeah. Alright. Now to get back on the road and head home. She is definitely ready to go home. I think they're going to take some pictures of it first. But this is where Lucas wrecks into the building because he's not used to being on the other side of the car driving. Tries to hand his friend the steering wheel. I can see that one. I'm a little bummed. I tried to get a loan quick for the Honda Beat and it did not work. Ultimately, it's probably a good thing, but hey. Yeah. Alright. It is snowing. Time to get back in the RAV4. Well, it has made it back to Findlay. We had to stop and get some gas in this thing because it is running a little low. But 5 hours round trip and it didn't even use a full tank of gas, so realistically that's not that bad. And he said the 2 hour drive, almost 2.5 hour drive home, this thing's only used a little over a quarter of a tank. So for a V8 running on premium, it's not exactly doing too bad either. I think from here the plan is you see the wife's in the driver's seat. He went in to prepay some gas because his car didn't want to work out here. Is I'm going to hop in the back seat of this for the drive from here to the house and get some remarks from him on his first thoughts of his little, or not exactly little, his new JDM right-hand drive car. He's already said that it's oddly comfortable driving it, even with it being on the other side. He was drifting a little bit here and there on the ride home, or on the drive home. We may have thought one time he was going to take out the side of a van, but he didn't, luckily. Seeing it now where it's not as wet as it was when we pulled up, there is some body damage here and there on it. And there is some here and here. Paint's not exactly the best on it. It's good enough though. And there's a little bit of body damage here, but he knows a guy that does paintless dent repair. So I think he's going to talk to him about getting some dents pulled out of it. Little things fixed. I foresee at some point I'm going to have to hit the thing with a buffer probably for him, as I tend to be the one to do those things. But overall, his friend is in this seat's asleep. Overall, it's in really good shape. It had no problem accelerating on the highway. He left me sitting more than a couple times. He's got another set of wheels and tires at home too, from his old Lexus SC400. I think they're a set of 18s or a set of 19s. I can't remember, but I foresee those being on here probably before the end of the week, which I think will look really good on this thing. Would that be a correct assumption, Lucas, that the wheels from the SC400 is going to end up on there? Yes. The look on your face alone says yes. So, yeah, I really wish I could. I really wish I would have started on the whole loan process a little quicker while we were there to figure out something.
But the whole goal was for you to not bring a car home.
Yeah, that's what we said, but that was your guys' goal. My goal was to agree with you till we were there and then bring a Beat home. That was my goal.
As long as you're honest.
I wasn't going to admit that was my goal until,
Well, I already knew by how you were talking on the way up there, like, oh, this is gonna happen.
This is gonna happen. Yeah, I knew me too. This is why originally I said, I don't know if I can go.
I only put 40 on it because I figured this.
Oh, that's more than fine. So, but all right, we're gonna finish filling up, and then we'll get in there, and we'll talk about the car inside the car where it's not so damn cold. All right, now we are inside. This thing is fancy on the inside. Like,
dude, I know, right?
I was comparing it to an LS400 when I was talking about it earlier, but that's really maybe not doing it justice. Well, don't get me wrong, the LS is fancy on the inside too, but maybe it's just because I've never been inside one that was that nice and clean as this is.
This is the fully loaded interior.
Yeah, with the
touchscreen.
Oh, the little mini touchscreen. Look at that thing. That is cool.
Yeah.
So, what do we think of driving it?
Dude, this thing is I've driven like a brand new Malibu and stuff.
And this is much
buttery
nicer.
Smooth. Those potholes that you went through, I didn't feel them at all.
Yeah.
This thing just
nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bit of a heavy pig. I put her in power mode, and she didn't particularly want to go sideways, so I can't blame her.
I mean, she might not have went sideways, but you left me sitting on the highway a couple times.
Oh, yeah, it will do. Even though 180K on the Speedo is only 102 mile an hour, it'll hit it now.
Oh yeah.
It don't care. It'll boot scoot.
Yeah, it is. It'll definitely get up and go. So, it's
the whole.
Oh, in other words, 180K, it wraps that sucker out in a hurry. Then.
Oh, it does. Because when I pulled from you the first time,
yeah,
I was at 120 and I let it. You saw me hit the brakes at 180.
Nice.
So I don't know. Again, mile an hour. I have my phone down here. Mile an hour. That was about 70 to 102.
Yeah.
But it wanted to keep. It just.
Oh yeah, because it's got the gearing to keep going. It just doesn't have the speedo.
Right, and I didn't want to keep it going because I don't want to break it.
Yeah, I also wonder, because didn't you say this is similar to the Infiniti
Q45?
I wonder, are the dashboards similar enough to where you could pull like the speedo and stuff out of one?
They should be close? Question mark.
So you could have
just enough differences between the two, to where I don't think that part would switch over.
Yeah, so you're forever using a
kilometer, which I don't mind.
Yeah, which it doesn't even have it doesn't even have the markings for anything else other than
kilometers.
Yeah, so you're forever GPS speedoing it.
No, it's not really too hard to remember the numbers.
I wish I could say the same, because I gotta do the same in the MG and I still can't do it.
Yeah, it's like 50 something.
Look, it's even got the emblem in the floor.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Is that nice, right? TV jacks in the center console.
Yeah. I kind of want to grab my power inverter and see if I can run the N64 inside of here.
Fancy little cigarette lighter and everything in the back. I see this opens up.
That's for the armrest. It opens back to reveal the cup holders and stuff.
Yeah. I'm just curious, because some of these cars I had it to where like it opened up that far, and then I'm not saying this particular car, but because I've never heard of one of these until like now. Like you could pull this, like how you got it right now, where it's like opened up so you can use the cup holders.
Yeah.
Well, you could put the lid down and have it as an armrest, and then like there was a door that opened up all the way into the trunk.
Right. It's got this center console here rocks both ways, so the passenger can get in and stuff, or the driver.
Nice.
Yeah. And then it's got a third compartment there.
Fancy.
Yeah.
What do the buttons on the side of the seat do? Do those buttons move the seat from the driver's seat?
Hit them, find out.
Well, she's asleep. I don't want to wake her.
Is mine?
No, yours doesn't have it. Just this one has it.
Oh yeah, that's probably to move her seat around then.
That's what I'm guessing. Neat. That really nice. Ooh, pulls pretty well.
That was even quarter throttle.
I know. I figured it wasn't much. It was just
At 60, 80K, you can feel it just getting harder and harder.
yeah. Pulls really well. So quiet.
Mm-hmm.
I know we talked about you putting an exhaust on this because we like see it in its future. I don't know now because like that's like
chef's kiss. I love it.
yeah, like I don't know if I'd want to mess with that level of noise because this is almost like borderline. You ruin it by making it loud.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. So how do we feel about being on the wrong side of the car?
It feels natural,
Yeah?
but also weird at the same time because again, this is the first time I've ever driven a right-hand drive vehicle was yesterday,
Yeah.
and like it took a bit to get used to. I'm still not 100% used to. You can see me starting to drift a little.
Yeah, me and the guy that I went on the test drive with the Beat with, he said that. He's like, yeah, he's like, when you first start driving, like, everything being on the opposite side of what you're used to kind of messes with your head, and you tend to drift over the white line, or drift over the yellow line all the time.
Yeah.
He's like, until you get used to it. And he's like, he even commented, he's like, I'm surprised you're actually shifting as well as you are.
Right.
Because, like,
yeah.
shifting was not weird at all. Like, the only thing that was a little weird was getting in the fifth.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because I actually had to pull it toward me to get it in the fifth. Other than that, like, it was... damn, I wish I could have brought that thing home. Where are you going?
Oh, sorry. I got distracted.
Drove right by the house.
I know, I got distracted.
It's all good. Or
I'm so excited to bring her home, man.
pull in the front driveway behind the RAV4.
Yes, sir.
That way you ain't gotta go down the alley or anything. And then we shall pop the hood on it and see what it looks like under there and everything. We'll open the hood and open the trunk, see all that, see all the other fancy bits before you.
Can't hardly see anything past the plastic.
Still. I mean, I can't show this much of the car and not show underneath the hood.
Right.
Even if it is all plastic underneath the hood. Apparently Michael's not been here yet. Apparently I'm gonna have another GS setting in my driveway again.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because the e-brake. No, that was in his truck. He bought a truck and he already broke the e-brake cable. It's like, it's got a little compartment here that doesn't really do a whole lot of anything.
Yeah.
Probably. And
Cigarette lighter.
yeah. It's like, I mean, it's the snow mode and power mode.
Yeah.
Like,
Looks like
This-
it's probably got a decent sized glove box and everything too.
oh, the
Then-
glove box is massive.
Yeah. Then that right there's the card reader thing you guys were talking about inside, isn't
Yeah, for Japanese toll roads.
it? Yeah.
Yeah, this
That's
thing's
neat.
freaking
I'm
awesome.
surprised at the amount of things that are in English
Right?
for it being a strictly Japanese market car.
Actual TV, you know, channel 3, channel 4.
Yeah.
You can navigate the channels like that.
That's cool.
This is for
So
the
I'm-
navigation. Right now it says we're in the middle of the ocean
We're in the
because
middle. We're into water.
right. It had we would get to the
We have the drowned.
how did I get back to that? Wait for it. Waiting for the screen to go away and go back to there we go. So it had this, which I'm assuming is connecting different satellites or whatever.
Yeah.
But I don't know how to navigate it because I can't read it yet. It's gonna happen. I'm gonna learn how to read this.
Yeah, he's gonna have to learn. He's got to learn Japanese so he can read everything.
Yeah.
Unlock me, sir. There we go. Oh, it rides really nice. Like, it rides upsettingly nice, to be honest with you. Just because of the fact that, like,
It came with all the DOT inspection paperwork and stuff.
nice.
Prove that it's
Legal stateside and all that fun stuff.
yeah. Factory Nissan.
Yeah, I seen that. I was gonna say it's got the factory rain guards and everything. Which I bet those were probably a standard option on something like this.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, dual overhead cam V8. Why did I think that was falling for a second? 4.1 liter?
Yep. That's what they said.
Yeah. We'll have to grab some polish sometime and get the headlights cleaned up. If you don't do it before I get a chance to see you again.
You know I probably won't because it's getting to be cold in winter.
Yeah, once the weather breaks, we'll have to get this over here and lay some wax down on it real good. So I'm just curious how big the trunk is on it. Not bad. So this is probably, I'm betting, set up the same way the Lexuses are. That's probably the gas tank right here, isn't it?
Could be. I know spare tire obviously underneath all this.
Yeah.
6-disc CD changer.
Then you said it works?
Yep.
Nice. Not. It might sound dumb, but are American CDs and Japanese CDs like?
No, I don't think they're region locked. I think it's only
Okay.
just game consoles.
Yeah, I was gonna say because I knew game consoles were region locked.
But this still has the spare tire with all the jacks. The
Oh, the nice.
Yeah.
It's got all the fancy bits with it.
Yep.
All the nice stuff.
Still got the
Really
jack over there.
clean trunk too.
Yeah. Like I was, as soon as I saw that this thing is as complete as it was, I'm like, I have to
Yeah, dude,
jump on this.
that was what was kind of cool about that Beat because it's super complete and it's completely stock.
Yeah, it's completely
You know.
unmessed with.
You know, which for these is something like this isn't that uncommon to find it unmolested.
The other one on the lot only had coils and wheels on it. That was it. That was
Yeah.
a factory turbo V6.
Yeah, that was the white one because that's the one you originally went up to look at, isn't it? Is the
Yeah.
white one?
But it had a
So
big old knocker right here in the rear quarter. This
Yeah.
one's not really that much cleaner, but
no, like I said, I seen there is some imperfections and stuff in it. But didn't you say you know someone that does like the paintless dent repair and stuff like that? Yeah, so some of that stuff's not gonna be bad to fix. And then honestly, some of this, like some of this right here, and some of this back here, we hit it hard enough with a buffer. I bet it comes out.
maybe. If not,
So-
else, I was possibly thinking about vinyl wrapping it at some point. But
I
don't
could
know.
see you doing that, even if it's just a temporary thing. But I
Part of me
think
wants to keep it the way it is because it just looks so good.
it does. But that's why I'm saying I think if you can get someone to do some PDR work on it, and then we hit it pretty good with a buffer, I think you're going to get it to a solid like 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10.
Now, this is also confirmed accident-free, clean 100%
title.
history. The only part was this right here, which probably happened. Somebody probably just sideswiped the.
Yeah,
Like a
and then
post
some
or
of this you
something.
got to question. Like some of this crap could have happened, like in shipping.
In shipping or at the auction place?
Yeah. So this right here is realistically the worst spot
Yeah.
out of all of it. Even with the dings and dents, that right there is probably the worst spot. So, but yeah, I'm happy for you, bud.
I'm happy too. It was a bucket
now-
list item. Right-hand drive car, and the fact that it's a Japanese V8 is just.
Yeah. Now I gotta join you in the ranks. I gotta figure out how I'm doing it, but.
Please don't do it with
Dude, you go. Please don't do it. That's what I want, though.
the beat. I know.
I'd really like a cappuccino would probably be top tier for me. There's a couple Toyotas I wouldn't mind too, but Toyotas didn't make any K cars, and that's what I want. I want a K car. Like, don't get me wrong, this is freaking awesome, but this is not my style.
I mean, if you do end up with it, just like I said, if you refile the paperwork, you can probably do it.
That's what we're gonna find out. I'm gonna play with it a little bit, maybe try one of the other companies.
But
So.
I was honestly like, I was kicking around at the dealer, and I'm like, all right, if I don't get approved, I'm just gonna turn around and go home, no questions asked. And it was like 5 minutes, bing, approved. I'm like,
So yeah, dude, I'm very happy for you. Mildly jealous, very happy. Did I mention mildly jealous? Did I mention jealous? I'm just a little bit. So I said it once or twice on video beforehand. Like, I can't believe you beat me to a right-hand drive car. I should believe it because I know me and money, and you're better with it than I am. Which is saying something because we're both terrible.
A little bit, yeah. I was about to say a little bit.
So, but all right. Well, it was fun. But I think now I have to go feed a couple angry ones in there. So, because like she was hungry when we stopped at Taco Bell, but we knew we had to get Bub. So, all right. Well, I will see you later, bud.
Yes, sir.
Oh, there we go, guys. Not a long video this week. That was kind of an impromptu thing that took up a day. And I've been kind of lazy and didn't get started on what I wanted to do. So the next video should hopefully be the engine coming out of this. And from there, we're going to redo the engine mounts again. Probably modify the cross member. And hopefully put it back in. That was my goal for this weekend, and it didn't happen. So hopefully we can pull that off next week. We'll see. Not holding my breath on it, because, well, I've been kind of lazy with some things lately. But yeah. But I hope you guys enjoyed my little adventure. Kind of sad I didn't get to bring a car home myself, but hey, that was not the point of it. The whole way there, we were actually talking about how the goal was for me to not bring a car home. And then we got there, and I immediately tried to bring a car home. So, but who knows? That could be something that happens in the near future if I can get some things figured out. So, because while they're telling me my credit doesn't show enough active things, it also shows that I have too much activity. Makes no sense to me. It sounds like they're saying the same thing opposite of each other twice. But yeah, so I'm going to get that figured out. I definitely want to get one of those Honda Beats. That thing was a fun little car to drive for only doing 65 mile an hour tops. But hey, it would fit real good. It fit in real good with the other convertibles, and might fill that need of an MGB. Maybe I wouldn't need one anymore after that. Food for thought. But yeah, anyways, I will see you guys next time. Thanks for coming along on this little trip, and I'll see you guys next time. I think I said that twice. Anyway, have a good one, guys. Remember, it's not about the destination, it's about the adventure. Get out and have some fun. See you later.